Watch how you talk to people when you are out and about. You don't know how they cut, what they might do, or who they with. I'm in a grocery store yesterday with my mother, and I'm in a checkout lane or whatnot, and she's trying to go check out something herself in her own lane. She's waiting for one to open up, and I guess one opens up. I don't see it. I'm looking down doing my thing, and I hear my mother go, I was about to go there. And I was like, what? I look, and my man walks up to the self checkout, and then in response to her, I hear him say, well, your name wasn't on it. Said that shit with some in his voice, with some sauce on it. And I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, yo, you don't have to say all that. You don't have to say it like that. That wasn't necessary, yo. He was like, I'm just saying, what is it? He was like, his whole energy was like, whoa, like, what's the big deal? And I'm like, yo, check yourself before I do it for you. And I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like I wasn't all in his face and no shit like that. But I let him know, like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? But I had to let him know, like, yo. And then he's saying some other shit. I'm like, yo, that was my mother you was talking to, yo. He's like, I'm like, all right, well, you need to check yourself before I do it for you. He goes about his business, gets real quiet, like, head down type shit. And then eventually he checks out and keeps it moving or whatever. You could tell he was really bothered, but like, you know, ain't nothing happened, you know what I'm saying? But something could have happened. Yo, first of all, don't disrespect elderly people. If they ain't do nothing crazy to you, and even if they do, usually you can just keep it moving. They probably don't know what they're doing or maybe whatever. Just watch yourself, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's pretty much it. Like, my man almost got dealt with in the middle of the grocery store in self-checkout just for being rude to an elderly woman, you know what I'm saying? And not realizing who was present when he made that poor decision, you know what I'm saying? And also, like, why even be fucked up to people you don't know? Like, talking shit, making smart comments and shit like that. I'm a smart mouth motherfucker. Anybody know me, know I be. Yo, part of the reason I drive people crazy in some type of way. But I don't give such a poor-natured way of speaking to everyone, especially like people close, people who deserve respect, whatever you want to call it. Strangers, I don't have no reason. If I don't got no reason to come at you sideways, I won't. You come at me sideways, we might could get sideways. You know what I'm saying? But like, I had a moment, I don't get mad too often at all no more these days. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of got mad. I was like, and then the fact that he just was going about his business like fuck she gonna do about it type shit. Somebody almost did something about it. I maintain myself. I don't really have much of an issue with controlling my anger these days as an adult, you know what I mean? Like, but something almost had to happen. Anyway, he walked away. He was salty. It was what it was. It was over with. The lady who was working there, she seen it. She ain't saying that. I guess she understood the situation. He was out of line, and it got corrected. Whatever. As always, I drive people crazy.